Friends of an amateur MMA fighter who died after his bout this weekend wonder if all necessary safety precautions were in place at the event. The death comes just weeks after recommendations of a fatality inquiry into the death of another fighter 7 years ago. David Owasik reports on what's known so far.
A large crowd and fellow amateur fighters watched as this new mixed martial artist they called Trokon seemed to be doing well in the ring until he wasn't. He was eventually helped out of the cage in physical distress.
He was transported into the back room and he was there for maybe 40 minutes minimum.
Trokon Dourash died hours after fighting Saturday night at the Enoch Community Center. Now RCMP are investigating what happened during the fight and afterwards to ensure there's no criminality. Fellow fighter Natalia Rajkovic says either way, her new friend shouldn't have lost his life.
I absolutely think it could have been prevented in so many different ways, starting from the medicals, if he was properly taken care of.
She and others have questions about how the event was laid out, including whether or not there was one or more on-site doctors. Enoch Nation tells CTV News in part, unfortunately, Ultra MMA privately rented our facility and hired their own staffing team, so our staff were not present during the event and have no information to share at this time. CTV News contacted Ultra MMA and received this response that says in part, the event at the Enoch Community Center was carried out under the auspices of the Central Combat Sports Commission, with investigations now underway into the cause of our participants' death. It would be inappropriate to comment further at this stage. The Central Alberta Combat Sports Commission sanctioned the amateur charity fights, telling CTV News it will not comment during the police investigation. The death comes just weeks after recommendations were put forward from an inquiry into the 2017 death of fighter Tim Hague, including that a provincial body be created to oversee combat sports. The province is reviewing the report. The minister says he's also looking into this fight.
Looking at all this, we'll be in contact with Enoch to find out more what happened and then take action.
Because the bouts took place on First Nations land, the minister admits there's nothing the provincial government could have done differently. The RCMP have not said how long their investigation might take. The family of the fighter has retained a lawyer. David Owasik, CTV News, Edmonton.